Welcome, everyone. My name's Laura Waghorn. I'm the Training and Development Manager here at EllieMD. And today we're going to talk you through EllieMD's business opportunity, give you some info about EllieMD, and hear some really powerful stories from some of our brand partners who some started the business just for the business element and some started because of the products. So we are going to walk you through all of that today. So thank you for being here with us because the Ellie difference is that we envision a world where every voice matters. Okay, we want to add quality years to people's lives by connecting them to medical providers and pharmacies at prices that are more affordable and accessible for everyone. So, first up, I am going to bring on our founder and CEO. But first, I want to tell you why this is a really powerful moment for you guys. Okay, this is a massive growth opportunity. The peptide therapeutics is projected to grow from 17.8 billion. I mean, that's a huge staggering number already, up to 35 by 2032. And then you partner that with telehealth. You partner that, and that is set to soar to 160 billion by 2034. So this is kind of like the winning combination, peptides and telehealth. So without further ado, honey, please come on, introduce yourself and tell us what made you start EllieMD and why you're so passionate about this.
Oh, well, thank you, Laura. And can I just say, I love when you say telehealth because it's so cute. Telehealth. I love how you
Telehealth.
pronounce it. And you know, those numbers, I've actually seen much higher numbers, but it's no secret that the peptide industry, the preventative medicine industry, and longevity as a whole is growing and it's on a rise. But I've been talking about longevity long before it became a cool term. I've been in this field of longevity and healthcare for as long as I can remember. I started working in nursing homes and I was just passionate about keeping my friends around for as long as possible. This started at a very young age, actually, when my parents moved us into um, a long-term, what I would call a nursing home, but it was a 65 plus community. Everybody knew each other, and the grannies took me under their wing and loved on me. And before you knew it, they started passing away one by one, and I was devastated. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to find a way to keep my friends around for as long as possible. So that's how I found myself working in a nursing home in my teenage years. And from there, once I went to college, I was like, I need to understand the mind-body connection in order to really understand how aging works and how I can further keep my friends around for as long as possible. So my undergrad studies were in the sciences. And then from there, I furthered my studies in biochemistry to really understand what happens on a cellular level. And I went on to own a home healthcare company. And, you know, prior to that, actually worked in hospitals and how do we maintain baseline and delirium state patients when they're entered in a hospitalized setting. So all of this great academic background, gerontology as well. I went on to start a home healthcare company to maintain baseline in Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Did that for some time, for several years, until I had this realization. I was like, you're so focused, honey, on the end of life. What if you started earlier and help people not age in the first place, right? How do we help patients reverse aging and even slow it down? The science is there. It says that we can do it. Well, how do we do that? And that's when I went to the drawing board. I sold my company and I was like, I'm going to figure this out. And and I quickly realized that we need a community in order to make that happen. We need to educate. We need to have something that puts education at the forefront, educating patients on what happens to their body at a cellular level. I could actually tell you a quick story about my mom. She goes, yeah, they told me to have ginger ale or ginger before her procedure. And then she's drinking an entire bottle of ginger ale. And I'm like, do you know how much sugar is in that? Like you're drinking this entire bottle of ginger ale thinking that it's healthy for you, but it's toxic. It's just full of sugar and it's inflammatory. So I think the education is a big component. I mean, we grew up in a generation where it wasn't explained and our food is toxic. So we want to make education accessible to the masses. But besides that, you need to also make preventative healthcare accessible. And you do that through telehealth. Telehealth allows access to prescription grade medication and doctors and so forth. So I knew that that had to be made accessible to the masses, as well as personalized medicine. And how do you personalize? Well, you use compounding pharmacies, which have been doing that for decades and decades and years. They were the old school apothecarian. So bring all of these things together, and that's how you create a company that's set to have massive impact. We're starting with community. We have our educational series on a weekly basis, and we have these wonderful products and peptides and services. That's what I say is our Trojan horse. So we have great products on the outside, but at the heart and center of our company is a platform set to have massive impact, not just in our industry, but in healthcare as a whole. And this is just the beginning. I mean, you'll hear about some of the products that we offer, but this is a long roadmap of things that we want to do, from diagnostics to different services and personalization of peptides and all sorts of offerings, hormone therapy. The roadmap is long. I'm not going to talk about everything that we're going to do, but we're just at the very, very beginning, and we're scratching the surface. So again, I like to say you guys are the soldiers on the ground, and we'll talk more about that, but we're starting with a community first approach. And I know that's how we can have healthcare impact in the healthcare sector, and slowly shift the paradigm of the sick care system to true healthcare. So with that said, thank you all for being on this call and considering our community, or being part of our community. If you're already here, you'll hear some of the great stories today, but I am honored, and I find this such a privilege, and it's not something I take lighthearted. It's a work that I sleep with on a daily basis. I wake up to, and I'm passionate about. So thank you all so much for being here.
Oh, thank you, honey. So this is just some of our before and after pictures of some of our customers, our brand partners, and you can really see the impact that it's having on their lives. That weight loss, and just look at the faces from the before and the after. That happiness is just shining through, and I think that's a testament, honey. That's something that you want them to live longer, but you want them to be happy as well as they're living.
No,
So
absolutely.
without further ado, I am going to bring on Courtney Ellinger. So Courtney is one of our brand partners. She's also an esthetician. So Courtney, tell us a little bit about your story, the products you've used, and how you came about to be with EllieMD.
Hello, all. I am Courtney. As Laura said, I'm an esthetician in St. Augustine, Florida, and I've been with Ellie since day one, and absolutely can't say enough wonderful things about our community with our leadership and just the wonderful community that we've created with both of our brand partners and our customers. It's just a wonderful experience. So to me, with my background with aesthetics and skin, I was really drawn to the whole idea of how can we partner the, businesses that do skincare and wellness and beauty with things like telehealth. So when this was presented to me, it was just like, oh my goodness, can I really do this? This is amazing. And so it has been a godsend for me, not only from a business and financial perspective, but also a health perspective as well. So I started on the GLP-1s probably about a year and a half ago or so. I've lost 45 pounds on them. I have then moved on to a microdose, and I'm maintaining and I'm feeling amazing. I choose to stay on it at a very low dose because I know it's so anti-inflammatory for my body, and it just makes me feel good every day. I've also experimented with the sexual health meds. I won't get into detail about that, but let's just say 2 thumbs up, highly recommend. Love the NAD plus injections, and there's just so many more things for us to try. So just things for my health, from being a customer, I absolutely swear by it. I share it with everyone I know. And then from a business perspective, being a brand partner, and then moving up the ranks with Ellie, now being an executive director, it's just brought me so much joy. I love that I can give people this gift. I can give them the gift of financial freedom, more time in their day, more flexibility to do an amazing business, and then also the gift of better health. I never feel like I'm asking something of someone. Always feel like I'm giving to someone. So I just feel like if you go into it with that perspective, you just always feel like you're sharing and giving the gift of both better health, longevity, and a potential business partnership. It's just a win-win situation for everybody involved.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And you look incredible. How much did you say you'd lost?
45 pounds.
45 pounds. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. So next up, we have Beth Graves. Now, Beth, you have a similar story. You've been on the GLP-1s and you are a brand partner with us. So tell us a bit about your journey.
So I remember sitting on my bed and I had just like decided that what I needed was a new haircut. And really, I was entering menopause, and my body was just an unfamiliar space for me to be living in. And my husband walked in and he's like, "What can I do? What can I do?" And I was like, "I need hair extensions." So I like to say that happiness wasn't found in hair extensions because they really didn't help. Happiness was found in realizing that going through, for me, menopause and postmenopause, traditional doctors were not understanding that what I was saying was like, I'm trying it all. I'm doing it all. So I became my own science experiment. And what I didn't have when I started was accessibility to these incredible, incredible life-changing peptides. I didn't have a community that just was supporting me and surrounding me. And I was also making money telling people online that if they took my vitamin, they could feel great, but it was so out of alignment. I loved the network marketing, affiliate marketing model because I love sharing and building community around health and wellness. But the world started to change as science caught up with, hey, let's help women and men to heal. And let's do it from the inside out. And so I was like going down my own path, going down rabbit holes, sneaking into places in the mall that didn't have high quality GLP-1. And I just started this whole process. So when I finally found someone that could educate me and listen to me, and they suggested that I start first with the GLP-1 GIP and started to realize that an entire lifetime of disordered eating from 15 years old and thinking my body needed to be smaller, 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 even though it was already too small, and running and drinking Slim Fast once a day to binge eating because my dopamine was like all over the chart, to coming home after I gave birth to my daughter and immediately going for a run. And those of you who have given birth know what kind of ammunition I needed because my body wasn't healing. But I was so focused on this body needs to be a certain size and shape. And the obsession and my mental health was truly, truly struggling. And so I found freedom with this medication. I was able to feel safe in my body. I was able to rewire my brain from those subconscious beliefs that my body was broken and I was only worthy at a certain size. All of a sudden, it was safe for me to be around food. It was safe for me to go out. I didn't count every calorie. And what I found was freedom. And when I found this new belief system, and there's something that happens with the food noise, I started to release the weight. And it was more than just weight. It was years and years and years of not trusting my body. And this did not happen, you guys, until I started on this at 56 years old. And I get emotional thinking about this because I was struggling with how do I share this story? Because if I could just share with one person to help her. And whether it was my daughter, my daughter's friends, the women that were just having babies to say, you're not broken. our system is broken. The social media that says we have to look and be a certain size was broken. And I like went into the mountains to find this answer because I was just sitting with a business that I didn't feel aligned with. And also I was sharing with everyone, like trying to give them affiliate links. I wasn't making money or a link to this, a doctor this. They weren't getting accessibility. They were getting crappy peptides. And I literally put it in my stories that I was going to take the shame game out of the GLP-1 GIP, and I was going to share what I'm sharing with you. And literally, it was like, oh, if you don't think God does interventions on the internet, you are wrong. Because then that day, 2 hours later, I was on a Zoom with a beautiful Honey Sagari, and she took all of my love language of we build community, we educate, and we pay you to be a part of this. Because what I do love is building communities and showing women how, and a few good men, I see you out there, how to make money by sharing your story and courageously showing up and courageously being able to share something that works. We're not a magic potion. There's science, there's research. We have the tools, and we need more of us sharing what it is that we do. So I could go on and on about the comp plan. We just crossed over this month, our team, an astronomical number in sales, and none of it comes from hustling and giving promos and giving deals and specials. All of it comes from people being brave enough, just like you, if you're listening, to talk about what matters most. And that is, how do we want to go through this life? And how do we live in the space of longevity? And so sometimes it takes a cinder block to your head and a family member having a hard diagnosis, or just sitting in the space of saying, I'm going to be brave enough to take a step into this new space that I don't even know what's going to happen. But I just trusted from the moment that I met Honey, from the moment that I sat in her backyard surrounded by Kristy and Courtney and Kinsey and all these beautiful women that came at the beginning, and they welcomed me with open arms. And what we have been able to build as a community is mind-blowing. And the business behind it, that is next level. If you think the GLP-1 GIP changed the way that we are able to heal our bodies, this company is changing the way that affiliate marketing works, that network marketing works, and how it doesn't feel icky, how it just feels so good to wake up in the morning. I'm so proud to be partnered with EllieMD. I'm so proud to stand alongside all of these incredible, incredible entrepreneurs. And you guys, I just can't wait. I can't wait because we are just getting started.
Yes, we are. Oh, that gets me emotional. I remember that very first day when you turned up at Honey's home, and it's just been incredible, hasn't it? Ever since that moment when we all just embraced and was like, let's do this. So, thank you for sharing your story, Beth. So next up, I'm going to bring on Kristy Sullivan. Now, Kristy, you didn't start on the peptides themselves, did you? You saw the business opportunity, and that's kind of what you ran with. Tell us a bit about your journey.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kristy Sullivan. I am from Southern California, and I've been here since day one. I am actually here because of the opportunity. And if you are an entrepreneur out there, I welcome you to this call. And you probably have 1, 2, 3 JOBs, because that is lucrative income. And congratulations to you. And this is something that you can add to your repertoire. I could not believe what I was hearing. I could not believe how I could help my friends. I did not qualify for the medication at the time. We did not have microdosing when I started. And I realized I can help my girlfriends that are getting counseled by insurance. They can't get it from their doctor anymore. Their bill is $800 to $1,200 a month. What are they going to do now? They found this product that works for them. And I saw an opportunity. I am a boutique owner of 16 years. I own a spray tan business. A lot like Courtney, I am with females all day long. How could I help? What could I do? And then I found out it's a link business. And what Beth just shared about, this is a different affiliate marketing. There's no ick. All I have to do is be a professional pointer and point my friends to a link. Our website is the doctor. Our website is the nurse. Our website has all the marketing. Like, it is magical, and we're just getting started. Let me tell you a few things about why our comp plan jumps out at me. I've been in direct sales for over 34 years, and there is some major differences in our comp plan. One being that we earn commission on our own purchases. That is not common, you guys, if you want to research and dive into comp plans. So you will earn commission when you order your medication. Now, maybe you're someone on this call that you're not on the medication. I wasn't either. I was you listening. Perhaps you are on the medication on this call, and you're like, wow, I never knew that I could just grab a link for 79 bucks one time and start helping my family and my girlfriends and people at work. So wherever you fall on this call, we will help you. Another huge thing is, you guys, it is per month commission. It is a 90-day commitment. So you are earning from 44 to 92 every customer every month. That is not something that you find in direct sales. It's usually like one and done commission, and that's it. So we have a rolling 90-day commission helping others. Huge. This is huge. As a brand partner, you can enroll another brand partner at your same address. Your mom, your sister, your husband, your adult daughter can be a brand partner with you. That is not common in the direct sales industry. They don't let you have affiliates in the same household. So how cool to build this as a family, build this as a couple, build this as a mother-daughter team. That's super exciting. Another massive one among our comma paychecks that I'll get to in a second is there's no breakaway. What does that mean? That means you do your due diligence. You're out there helping your girlfriend. She's a rock star. She's killing it. She's hitting all the ranks and all the bonuses, and she's enrolling everybody, and you still get to thrive with all your hard work that you gave and supported her. She doesn't break away in the comp plan like a lot of other companies do. That is massive. Let's talk about the title partner. Beth touched on it, brought me to tears. Like, these people behind corporate, you guys, they are our partners. Your title when you join us, look at me, I'm already anticipating you're joining us. When you join us, you are a partner. We're partners with corporate. Like, we are one big happy family. I've been with companies that there's a disconnect, and there's no disconnect here. They listen to us, they thrive. This morning, we literally voted on something all of us got to put in. Like, you become a partner with this company. I thought that was just really, really amazing. The next one is my favorite one. We are a volume-based comp plan, and you can ask whoever invited you what exactly that means, but let me just give you a quick nugget. Everything's dependent on me, myself, and I. At the end of the month, there's no stress. There's no month-end madness. I don't have to have 17 directors and 14 senior managers and 2 brand partner qualified, and I just need to worry about me, which I don't worry, obviously. We just give out our link, and it's a volume-based comp plan. You don't need ranks to hit bonuses. You just go out and share to the world. So I think that is one of the biggest things, if you're a comp plan guru like myself, that this is a volume-based comp plan. Income disclosure here, we are making comma paychecks. We just got through tax season. A bunch of us printed off our 1099s, sobbing in tears, can't believe what we were making. Some of us even took off Christmas. You know, it's a phone. We laughed about where do we run our businesses, from the bathtub, the backyard, the airplane. We travel, and it's a link industry with an affiliate marketing concept behind it. This is your green light. This is your green light to join the person that invited you to this call. Text them right now and say, okay, I'm ready. $79. We have a $50 rebate program. When you get that back, it literally comes out to 29 bucks. I love that it's not a rolling membership. There's nothing once a year. It's one time with us. And hear me out when I tell you guys this. I said I'm a boutique owner. I don't have to sling inventory, store inventory, package inventory, mail inventory. I don't have to have any overhead expenses. I just point people to a link, and they're dropped into a private portal, and it's all between them and the doctor. And then they get us free to be a great cheerleader. So this is your green light. Reach out to the person that invited you to this call, text them and tell them, I'm in. What do I do? And after you're in, that word partner, we have the most incredible onboarding system and the most easy, quick training. We are a quick society. We don't want to be on Zooms and trainings for hours. You're going to have little snippets to watch a training module that they have built for us. It's incredible. And I'm here for it. And I cannot wait to see what's coming. So text the person that invited you to this call. Let them know you're in.
Oh, love it, Kristy. And that's so true about the partners. You know, we appreciate every single person that joins EllieMD, and we love hearing your opinions as well and just working with you guys. So thank you so much for sharing your story, and just love the energy coming from you. It's magical. Absolutely love it. So next up, we're going to bring on Dr. Josiah Wagner. Now, you've heard about the business opportunity and some of the stories. So Josiah is going to talk to us a bit about peptides, the world of peptides, because this could be something that's completely new for you. So welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
There he is. So please come on and tell us. I mean, tell us a little bit about your background first in the peptide world, and then what peptides are doing for people.
So, I mean, I've been in the holistic medical space for 20 years, first as a patient, because I was a high-level performing gymnast and suffered a pretty traumatic back injury at an early age that almost left me crippled. And so I've been exposed to a lot of different modalities, therapies, different ways of thinking. And, peptides really falls along the line of something that is, very old and ancient, but also very new with technology. So peptides are dealing with the body's own internal systems to help heal itself, which a lot of these ancient medicine systems are based on, whether it's Ayurvedic or Chinese medicine. We're trying to bring balance back to the system, whether we're giving you an herb for cooling the system or we're giving you an herb for heating the system. It's all about bringing balance. And that's what I really like about peptides is it's bringing balance. So we can put some person on the same peptide stack, two different people, and get very different results because it's really going to meet you where you're at, which is incredible because most therapies don't work like that. If you're on a statin or if you're on some type of thyroid medication, those things have to be constantly adjusted and monitored because they are replacing something of your body's own endogenous production. With peptide therapy, it's not shutting down your body's own endogenous production to produce a lot of these healing chemicals that the body can naturally heal by itself. It's actually improving those systems. So it's not really building up any dependency. We're doing cellular healing from a root cause issue. So we're not just addressing symptoms, we're addressing overall systems of the body. So we're improving overall health and wellness. And again, this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. There's, everyone's very familiar with the weight loss peptides, but there's a list of 50 other different peptides out there that people can really use to get their life back, and to get their vitality back, and to, we're seeing real change in people. And it's weird when someone almost doesn't get well, which is really cool to say, because that's not always the case in traditional medicine. It's well, this might work, this might help you. And it's more of just improving the symptoms, but overall the person doesn't feel better. Their lab work may look better, but they don't feel comfortable in their own skin. And this is where, you're really giving people back their lives and their vitality. And it's really causing a whole mindset shift in the medicine, in the health and wellness space, which has been needing to happen for a long time. And, the safety profile in this medicine is incredible as well, too, compared to traditional medication. So it's a really cool time to be a part of this space. Again, this is still an early time to be an adopter. And there's just so many things that are coming down the pipeline. It's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely love it. I mean, we can't praise peptides enough. We're seeing the results that are happening with people every day. So thank you for coming on and just educating some people just around those peptides. So Kristy has covered a lot of how this company works. It is simple. So let's just quickly run you through it. Okay, your customers will go to your link. You are that professional pointer. They will go to your link, and it's 3 easy steps. They fill in the medical questionnaire, they have the medical review, and then the pharmacy will send out their medication. That's how simple it is for your customers to get access to these peptides. We are NABP accredited. Okay, we use medical providers that are board certified physicians. We have pharmacies that are 503A pharmacy partners. Okay, they're top line and they can scale with us as a company. So that's really important. And all of our products, they're made to the highest standards of medical compliance. So that's one thing that EllieMD is really proud of. So why would you join as a brand partner? Okay, you've heard these stories. They're incredible stories. So let's take a look at what you actually get when you become a brand partner. Obviously, you get your link, but you're going to get a $50 rebate in your first 30 days. Okay, if you come in and you work this business and you get to 500 in PV, you're going to get a $50 rebate in your first 30 days, which makes your enrollment back down to $29. $79 to join. You earn that $50, $29. You're going to earn 20 to 40% on all of your orders. That includes your own order. So you're going to get 20 to 40% back. So just to give you a quick breakdown of what that is going to look like for you. If you was to introduce one customer, $44. 3 customers, $165. 5 customers, $330. 12 customers, $924. Now, 23 customers, that's our 40% mark. Okay, 23 customers on a GLP-1 on our weight management system. That's just over $2,000 for you. And I know a lot of you could probably use that extra income as well as helping people on this journey. We also have our one-time rank advancement bonuses, and these are stackable. So if you come in and you share this with people, you've got the opportunity to earn all of these. And then we have our monthly lifestyle bonus, which is up to $3,000 a month. And some of these ladies on this call, they are earning this every month. Okay, this is what is available for you guys once you become a brand partner. And then we have our incentive trips and our retreats. Okay, we've spoke about the community, and this is like we love doing these. We go to Honey's home. We just come back from Mexico. We're going to the Dominican Republic this year. This is all available to you as a brand partner just for sharing the peptides, helping people get healthy. That is what is available for you. So that is the end of our call today, guys. But we are super grateful that you came and you looked at the EllieMD opportunity. Now go back to the person that invited you to this call. Ask any questions that you may have and get those answers. And we really look forward to just seeing you on the inside as a brand partner here at EllieMD. So thank you to Honey for coming on. Thank you to all of our guest speakers. And we look forward to just hearing from you soon and welcoming you to our community. Take care, everyone.